How to cut your work week in half. Original, top 10 ways to reduce your work week. Despite the fact that in our ultra-modern life there are many time-saving devices, every time we end up working more and more. We are surrounded by time savers both at home, microwaves, vacuum cleaners, dishwashers, and at work, internet, email, organizers, but it seems that we are not able to take advantage of the time saved and spend it on ourselves. Here's how. 1. Cut working hours. Determine for yourself a specific amount of working time per day and per week, and by all means fit into it. You will find yourself much more productive as things need to get done faster. To help yourself stay on time, schedule appointments 30 minutes after the end of the workday. So, if you're determined to leave work at 5 p.m., preferably at 3 p.m., make an appointment with someone at 5:30 a.m. and keep your commitment to being on time. You can make an appointment with a doctor, a hairdresser, or a beauty salon, make a date with your spouse or children, invite a business partner to dinner. It doesn't matter with whom exactly, the main thing is to come to the meeting on time yourself. The best advice you can give is to reduce your work week to 4, or better, 3 days. You will find that you are able to do everything you need to do in this period of time. 2. Work from home. More and more people are finding ways to work from home, either doing their normal duties via telecom or finding new jobs that don't require an office presence. Consider whether this option is suitable for you. State your proposal in writing to your boss, describing in it how much more productive your work will be by the new regime and how much money it will save the company. Or consider other job offers that offer more flexibility. By itself, this step will not reduce your working time, on the contrary, it may end up working even more. You need to combine it with the first advice, to limit the working hours at home and to firmly put yourself in the rigid framework of the regime. 3. Set aside specific times for RSS and email. Do not allow yourself to be available to the whole world at any time of the day. Set specific times when you check and reply to mail, read RSS feeds, listen to voicemail, and respect those limits. You absolutely do not need to be in touch all the time. Before, people somehow lived without it at all. Use the time saved by constantly checking your mail to reduce the number of working hours per day, as discussed in the first tip. In addition, without constant distraction, you will be able to focus better, which is already the subject of the fourth tip. 4. Increase concentration. If you want to work less, do your tasks better. This means, leave alone the idea of multitasking and concentrate on one thing. Eliminate all distractions, clean up around you and focus on what you are currently doing. Get into a state of flow, truly merge with your task. This will make you more productive in the sense that you can get more done in less of your self-imposed time, instead of being constantly distracted, interrupted, and switching between tasks. 5. Set time limits. Parkinson's law states that a task will take as long as is available. Therefore, always limit the time for a specific task. Paradoxically, it works. Give yourself 30 minutes to do something. Or an hour. If the task is too large to complete in an hour, break it into subtasks and plan them out. 6. Only do big tasks with big results. What are the most important tasks on your schedule? Not the ones you spend the most time on, and not the ones you most hate doing. The most important are those that give the most significant result, no matter how it is measured in your work. For example, for a freelance copywriter, this is the article that pays best based on the time spent on it. For a programmer, this is a program that will overthrow the software monopolist, get 1 million downloads, provide the creator with a name in the programming world. Everything else is just vanity. Focus on the most key things that have the most value. 7. Outsource everything else. If a task or project does not promise to bring significant profit, you do not need to do it. Let someone who needs work do it. Find monotonous, repetitive activities that need to be done that aren't worth your time, and hire them to do someone whose time is worth less. And if it's not even something that really needs to be done, eliminate such a task altogether. Be merciless when it comes to your time. You absolutely do not need to spend millions of hours on work. 8. Reduce your commitments. Perhaps you are taking on too much. If you revise your commitments, you can reduce your workload and the amount of time it requires. 9. Turn off your computer. He is the biggest distraction ever invented. It is clear that you need it for work. But if you set yourself a strict time frame for working with a computer and turn it off immediately after the limit expires, you will get used to doing everything you need in a limited time. Do not allow yourself to sit at the computer all the time, otherwise you will never be able to finish anything. There is always something else to do, something else interesting to read. 10. Change jobs. Does your current position not allow you to implement these tips? Look for a new place. You can find hundreds of options, no worse. Find a new job online. If you are skilled at this, and you may be more skilled than you expect if you just try, you will easily find a job that suits your needs. Be confident in your professionalism and demand a decent salary so that you do not have to plow 40 hours a week in order to make ends meet. So, if you currently work 60 hours a week, find a place that pays twice as much and work 30 hours a week with the same effect. If professionalism is not enough yet, start studying in parallel with work. Important: do not quit your current job until you are sure that you have found a new one. Bonus tip: find ways to earn passive income. This is money that you don't have to work too hard for. An investment, a self-sustaining website, a business that doesn't require active management on your part. These are just a few passive income ideas. This will require a one-time investment of capital or time, but by doing it once, you will receive stable money without having to work for it. Tame your time, and one day you will be amazed to discover that there are many free hours and days for working on your life goals, rest and relaxation, for friends and family, for reading and education, for hobbies and hobbies. This will be one of your most important achievements. Good luck!